Right, let's talk about Fantastic Four. Over the years, this property has been mishandled to such an extent that I think most of us had quietly given up on seeing a genuinely great version, even in the hands of the team at Marvel Studios under Kevin Feige's leadership. Well, prepare to eat your doubts. This film isn't just good, it's spectacular. It's confident, bold, heartfelt, and frankly, the best thing the MCU has produced in years. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. This, mes amis, is top tier MCU. We're cooking again. My name is Nico Leroux. If it's your first time here and comic book movies are your jam, please do consider liking the video. And hey, before you leave, if you want to see more movie reviews and more movie content, do consider subscribing to the channel. All right, let's get into this. What immediately sets this film apart is its narrative confidence. No filler, no tedious origin story we've been force fed in all the previous entries. It simply gets on with it. We're thrown straight into the story, and yet it never feels rushed. The plotting is superbly tight, every scene driving the narrative forward. It's refreshing, honestly, to see not just a movie, but of all things, a Marvel movie respecting your time while still, and this is even more surprising considering it's a Marvel movie, being able to deliver emotional weight. And let's talk about the visuals. Visually, this thing is a stunner. It has this retro futuristic alternate reality aesthetic that feels somehow both nostalgic and entirely new. Imagine 1960s design sensibilities fused with modern sci fi grandeur. It's like Mad Men meets 2001 A Space Odyssey, but through a Marvel lens. Again, I can't believe I'm saying this for the formulaic nature that is a Marvel movie, but it's cool. It's actually classy. The aesthetic gives the film a unique visual identity. And that identity sticks in your mind long after the credits roll. It's 2 days on. I saw this movie on Friday, recording and delivering this to you now on a Sunday. I'm still thinking about how cool this movie looks. Chef's kiss, man. They've nailed it. Now let's talk villains. The MCU has had its fair share of forgettable baddies, hasn't it? Well, not here. This villain, who's, if you haven't seen the trailers, I won't spoil the name, but the guy is in the trailer. Frankly, I'd be shocked if you were the target demographic of this movie and didn't know who the villain was in this movie. Just in case, I'll save it, but like generational. Generational! I'm talking one of the great Marvel antagonists. Great from comic book lore, now brought to the silver screen. There's this gravitas, this unnerving presence that commands every scene the villain is in. You believe they're a genuine threat, one of the biggest threats the MCU has ever seen, a force that could tear the world apart. And that is exactly what a Fantastic Four villain needs to be. And I'm sure there's going to be naysayers out there, without going too much into obvious spoiler territory, who are going to say, the villain's been misused. Really fast forward the clock here and ask yourself, do you really think this is the only time we're going to see the villain? Not going to be the case. This was a tease of what's to come. And the scale of this film is staggering. It feels grandiose, bordering on the operatic. There's a weight to it, a sense of importance, like the MCU is setting the stage for something truly monumental. And yet, it's never bogged down by universe building for its own sake. It's woven seamlessly into the story. You feel the connective tissue to the larger MCU. Magically, this film still stands proudly as its own epic entry. But the real magic. The magic. The thing that makes this film sing is the characters. The Fantastic Four have always been about family, and this film leans into that in the best possible way. These aren't perfect heroes. They have flaws, doubts, cracks in their armor, but when they're together, they're unstoppable. The chemistry between the four actors is flawless. You believe they've known each other for years. You buy into the fact that they're a family unit. It's warm, it's wholesome, and it's because of the family messaging behind it, universal. There are literally scenes here as a dad and as a husband that I'm watching on screen going, "Yep, that is accurate. I have lived through these scenes for better and worse." And that's when a movie really hits home, when you can latch onto it and almost project yourself onto certain scenes going in. Quite the accomplishment when you consider this is a larger than life cosmic superhero movie, but yet somehow the best part of it, while all of that remains good, the best part of it is the family stuff. It's the kind of stuff that speaks deeper than just superhero theatrics. It's about connection, it's about resilience, and it's about love, but without ever having to be about the power of love. It's super. It's fantastic. Now, if I had to find fault, and I'm really nitpicking here, Act 2 has a slight, ever so slight pacing wobble. The sequence where they figure out how to take down the villain lingers a little bit too long. It's the only point where I felt the film eased off the throttle. But honestly, at this point, a movie pundit, a movie critic saying pacing issues is like, it almost feels like cheap cheese. It's low hanging fruit essentially. But I'm no movie is perfect. Nearly no movie is perfect. I'm still really scratching my head if there's anything else I could find fault with. But being honest, like I don't like to pull for the pacing fruit, but there was a point in Act 2 where I was like, I was in, get me back in, and they don't hesitate to get me back in. That lapse in pace doesn't last, but that by proxy would make the film not perfect, right? But despite that, oh god, I love this film. I walked out of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 a very happy man. I walked out of Thunderbolts a very happy man. I walked out of this ecstatic. Like, the MCU is cooking again. Jesus, I might say something here that may seem controversial to some. Excluding Avengers entries, if we were to build like a top 10 Marvel movie list excluding Avengers, I think this would be in it. I don't know if it would be in the top 5, but I'd put it in the top 10. Yeah, quite possibly. I freaking love this film. I am scoring Fantastic Four 9 out of 10. What a blast I had. It's the Fantastic Four film we've all been waiting for. It's stylish, it's heartfelt, and it's ambitious. Everything a Marvel movie should be, and more. It respects the characters, it understands their legacy, and still feels fresh. It's the rare MCU entry that feels truly important, like it's setting the stage for something big while still being a triumph in its own right. And I love it for that. And I cannot wait to see what the MCU cooks up for us next. There is no way around this. The MCU is exciting again. I can't wait for the next step. This is the first step. Give me the next step. Give me the next step. I want it. I want it now. What do you guys think? Does this rank, if we take out the Avengers movies and we just take individual entries, does this film hit the top 10 for you? Are you planning on seeing it? If you weren't, has this review maybe swayed you a little bit? Leave your thoughts and your feelings and your comments down below. I'd love to hear this all from you and discuss with you. But until next time, right here on the Silver Screen Dudes, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's keep the movie love alive, people. Long love cinema. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye for now.